Construction is booming right now, which is creating greater work opportunity and is creating, the possibility of opportunity for greater hazards in the work site.
The majority of the falls are not happening on necessarily the tallest building. They're happening on all size buildings. This concept of tying off isn't just because it goes up 20 stories. It's because human beings aren't meant to fall.
It's up to all of us to make sure that safety is integrated and managed into our daily processes. Nothing we do is worth getting hurt.
So make sure to check your A, B, C, D, E's of fall arrest. Make sure you tie off every time you go up.
A. Anchorage. This varies with the industry, job, and structure available, but always involves a secure point of attachment for lifelines, lanyards, or deceleration devices.
The anchorage is what's going to keep you up to whatever structure you need to be up on. So that anchorage point needs to withstand 5,000 pounds per employee attached.
These are a few areas where an anchor should never be attached. Standard guardrails, standard railings, ladders or rungs, scaffolding, light fixtures, conduit or plumbing, ductwork or pipe vents, C-clamps, wiring harnesses, rebar, another lanyard, roof stacks, vents, or fans. A long list that could save someone's life. B. Body support.
The body harness is the harness that is strapped on.
It's used to protect workers from falling and to limit the extent of injury in case of an accident. But to function properly, the harness must fit. It should be snug but comfortable. The chest strap must be fastened securely, and the dorsal D ring should rest between the wearer's shoulder blades. This is important. If the D ring falls too far down, the worker could be seriously hurt during a fall. C. Connectors.
Connectors is what connects you to your anchorage to your body harness.
These could be an independent component of the system, like a carabiner, or it might be an integral part, like a buckle, but connectors can get damaged, so workers need to carefully inspect them before use. Worn-out connectors render the fall arrest system useless. D. Decelerator.
It's how should you fall, what kind of deceleration process you have with your pack or your lanyard and everything like that.
These rope grabs, ripped stitch lanyards, self-retracting lifelines, and other devices can help ease the force on a worker who is saved by his safety equipment. It is important that the anchorage point for the deceleration device sits as close to directly above the user's head as possible. And finally, E. Effective rescue.
The most overlooked component of any fall protection plan is a rescue plan in the event that a worker does have a fall arrest. Rescue is the process by which a contractor intends to get an employee out of a hazard if a fall should occur. This is not the job of the fire department or emergency response teams. Their job is to attend to the victim after they have been rescued.
Though this is what we want to avoid, there must be a plan for rescue in case of emergencies.
As part of the emergency rescue plan, a notification system for contacting the fire department is required, and some workers need to be designated as first aid qualified to attend to an injured worker until the fire department arrives at the construction project. The men should know emergency phone numbers. They should know who their first aid people are, first aid CPR people on site are. They should have some means of calling. They should have a reporting system in place.
These fundamentals are crucially important on every job, and you can easily see why on most commercial sites. Hundreds of feet in the air is a hazardous place to be, and it doesn't take a skyscraper to create a dangerous situation.
First of all, it's your life. You up there, 20 feet, one mistake, you're over. You come to work, walking, you're leaving in an ambulance.
In fact, many fatal falls occur at 30 feet or less. This could be due to several reasons, including the reality that for many years, residential construction sites weren't heavily regulated.
Safety in residential home building was basically you didn't tie off, you didn't wear hard hats, you came to work in shorts, you took your shirt off, you threw it in the back of your truck and you worked like that all day long. Guys got hurt, guys got scratched, had a lot more falls, and I have buddies that aren't working today in construction because of falls.
Old habits die hard, and some workers who live through this time of lax safety find it difficult to adjust to a new and improved environment.
We hear everything. It doesn't fit right. It's uncomfortable. I don't have freedom of motion. I can't get the job I need done.
There is also an old belief that productivity and safety do not go hand in hand, but at least one expert disagrees.
When you have a crew of men working together, they become a unit. Now, if someone in that unit should get hurt or is no longer a part of that unit, you're actually sacrificing production right there, because you've just lost a valuable facet of a machine, of something that really makes things happen.
In addition to the physical and mental repercussions of a fall, ignoring safety precautions has legal consequences too.
Individuals or companies who fail to follow these standards can face fines from $1,500 to $70,000, depending on the circumstances surrounding the offense.
We believe that most businesses care about their working families, care about their workers, and we've seen that they provide the proper training and the proper equipment. Unfortunately, many of our workers are choosing not to tie off. And I think when it comes to safety issues, it's not about businesses, it's not about citations, it's about our working families.
When you choose to disregard the rules, to ignore the A through E's of fall arrest, it is not just your life at risk. Your loved ones suffer just as you might during a painful recovery, and their heartache lasts even longer if no recovery is possible.
We want them to decide that it's important for them to tie off. If it's not for themselves, it's for their families. It's so that they can see their children grow up, watch their soccer games, so they can watch their kids go to high school and play high school football and baseball, and watch them graduate and get married and watch their grandchildren.
So many people are affected by the choices we make. Please, those of you in the construction industry, think of your wife, husband, child, or parent. Make sure you tie off. It's your life, theirs as well.